Deep in the dusty archives of a forgotten library, a devoted researcher named Alex Parker discovers an ancient manuscript buried beneath layers of time. This manuscript is not just any piece of history, it hints at a long-lost curse deeply linked to an undiscovered tomb nestled in the heart of Egypt. Pages filled with cryptic warnings and strange hieroglyphs capture Alex's attention. The mention of the Book of the Dead and the legendary pyramid texts sends a thrill down Alex's spine. Here lies a world of forbidden rituals and mysteries waiting to be unlocked. At first, Alex feels exhilarated, drawn in by the tantalizing clues that promise to unravel secrets of the past. Poring over the text, Alex begins to see it not merely as an academic challenge but as a chance to uncover something extraordinary. However, as the research progresses, an unsettling pattern begins to emerge. Colleagues who have previously studied this manuscript have either vanished without a trace or have faced strange, unfortunate events that seem to defy explanation. Whispers of a malevolent force surround the manuscript, but the allure of discovery is too potent for Alex to resist. Driven by an insatiable curiosity, Alex questions the true motivation behind this quest. Is there a deeper reason for delving into these ancient mysteries? Is the hunger for fame and recognition guiding these efforts, or is there something more personal lurking in the depths of this search? Perhaps Alex longs to connect with a history that feels both foreign and strangely familiar. As these thoughts whirl through Alex's mind, the first sign signaling that this curse may hold more truth than mere legend emerges. A dusty artifact, discovered mid-research, trembles when touched, a chilling reminder that the past may still hold power over the present. Shadows dance across the walls of the reading room, and with each passing hour, unease swells in Alex's stomach. Unbeknownst to Alex, the journey ahead will lead to not only discoveries that could reshape history but also personal truths that threaten to unravel the very fabric of Alex's reality. The winds of fate begin to change, signaling the start of a harrowing odyssey where the line between myth and reality blurs, and every decision could either bring enlightenment or doom. As Alex Parker dives deeper into the mysteries of the ancient manuscript, the challenges begin to unfold like the layers of a complex puzzle. The quest for hidden knowledge leads Alex to investigate various ancient burial sites scattered across the Egyptian landscape. Each site holds secrets that Alex hopes to unlock by decoding archaic texts and examining forgotten artifacts. Day after day, as the sun rises and sets over the vast deserts, the thrill of discovery mingles with the weight of self-doubt. Is this pursuit worth the growing risks? Alex starts their journey in the Valley of the Kings, a place teeming with history and whispers of great treasures. While exploring one crypt, Alex stumbles upon a faded inscription that aligns with the symbols from the manuscript. This profound connection reignites Alex's passion. But joy is short-lived, ominous warnings abound. Those who joined Alex in the research experience strange and heavy changes. Colleagues succumb to unexplainable illnesses that leave them bedridden. Some begin complaining of nightmares so vivid that they can hardly tell where they are, blurring the line between the waking world and eerie realms filled with ancient spirits. Amid these unsettling occurrences, vital equipment starts failing, too. Alex's trusty computer abruptly crashes while decoding an essential text, erasing hours of painstaking work. Just as the dawn light barely spills through the window, the small audio recorder crackles to life. Rather than picking up clear sounds of the outside world, it echoes whispers in a language Alex doesn't recognize. With every malfunction, the sense of unease multiplies, and Alex starts to question both ability and sanity. Skeptics surrounding the project find amusement in this situation. They laugh off the notion of curses, dismissing Alex's worries with light-hearted remarks. But inside, Alex feels something profound, a cold tingle that travels down the spine. It feels as if a pair of unseen eyes is watching every move. Despite logic heralding caution, the whispers of adventure and discovery drown out the doubts. What will Alex do next? Resolve fiercely to find the truth? Or succumbing to worries, deciding it's time to walk away? The pull of the ancient, the thrill of the unknown is relentless. Pushing doubt aside, Alex vows to continue their research, determined not to let fear steer this course. It's in this moment of resolve that the next significant clue reveals itself, a fragment of clay found in the corner of another burial site. This seemingly harmless piece of pottery has a glazed surface that, upon further inspection, displays faint markings aligning with the strange symbols from the manuscript. Heart racing with both excitement and dread, Alex senses that this could be the key. What unearthly knowledge might it unlock? As Alex contemplates the delicate balance between ambition and danger, the journey shifts from risk to uncertainty. The path ahead becomes more unclear, yet a spark of hope ignites within. Maybe, buried in the past, lies the very truth that could alter everything. The question remains, how much risk is Alex willing to take to reveal this ancient enigma? After days of tireless investigation, Alex Parker receives an unexpected cryptic message from an anonymous source. The words leap off the page, promising a shocking revelation about the curse. The anonymous writer claims to understand its origins and warns of a sealed chamber hidden beneath the necropolis, a place long forgotten by time. Legends mention a guardian spirit, an ancient force that should never be disturbed. The tension swells within Alex. This information could be dangerous, yet curiosity ignites a spark, a chance to shed light on many unanswered questions. Despite the risks outlined in the warning, Alex feels an irresistible pull toward the necropolis. A sense of purpose casts away lingering fears, driving the desire for discovery. With newfound determination, Alex follows the provided clues, piecing together various hints and fragments of lore. The journey leads Alex to an entrance tucked away beneath the ancient cliffs, overgrown with plants that try to reclaim what was once hidden. The thrill of discovery fills Alex's heart as the entrance to the lost passageway reveals itself, dark and inviting. As Alex descends into the depths of the passage, the air grows thick with humidity and the scent of earth envelopes them. Each step further into the darkness brings a feeling of anticipation. Yet with each heartbeat, the supernatural occurrences around them grow more undeniable. The flickering light of a flashlight reveals brief glimpses of shadowy figures darting across the walls. Are they merely illusions created by the dim lighting, or do they hint at something more? When Alex peers through the lens of the camera, an unexpected shock shatters the cautious thrill of exploration. On the film, a faint figure appears, crystallized against the stone background. Alex's heart races as uncertainty twists in their stomach. Was it just a trick of the light? Or did they capture something otherworldly on film? This unsettling experience raises more questions than answers. And then the atmosphere thickens with fear when small cracks begin to form in the bond of the research team. Amidst the excitement, one of Alex's closest colleagues suddenly vanishes during an expedition in the chambers. When Alex calls out, the echo carries a chilling silence. Frantic searching ensues, but there is no trace. Panic swirls, leaving behind a sense of dread. Has the guardian spirit made its presence known? Who, or what, is watching their every move now? Even though every fiber of Alex's being screams to turn back, there's a flicker of resolve that keeps them rooted. Fleeing would mean leaving behind the answers they have long sought. The complexities of the cursed lore intertwine painfully with Alex's heart, urging them to confront this newfound reality. Though fear looms large, and shadows stretch long in the dim light, confidence begins to bubble up within. The feeling of small successes after unearthing the passageway fills Alex with hope. They know deep down that transformation is within reach. The flickering lights may haunt their nights, but each clue uncovered signifies a step closer toward unraveling the truth. In this dance of shadows and whispers, Alex steels their ambition and loyalty to the quest. With unwavering commitment, they ponder what truly lies ahead in these sacred halls. Doubt no longer holds sway, now flares the hunger for completion and understanding. There is no turning back now, the truth must be unveiled, no matter the cost. With their heart pounding and mind racing, Alex Parker finally breaches the last barrier, pushing aside a heavy stone slab that has concealed history from the world for countless years. As the door swings open with a creak that echoes ominously in the silence, Alex steps into the undisturbed chamber. Stale air envelopes them, heavy with the weight of time. Before Alex's eyes appear ancient murals that stretch across every wall, painted with vivid images that tell a horrifying story, a narrative of power, betrayal, and a curse meant to trap something far beyond human understanding. As Alex immerses themselves in the chilling beauty of the art, the murals depict long-lost kings and queens, their faces etched with fear and desperation. The scenes twist and turn, an intricate dance of epics where heroic figures face dark, looming shadows. Ancient symbols flicker before Alex's eyes, suggesting secrets lost to time. It dawns on Alex that this story holds the very truth of the curse they seek. It weaves a web of ominous warnings and chilling predictions, surpassing anything they could have imagined. In awe, yet feeling an unease creeping like cool fingers down Alex's back, they examine the surroundings intently, searching for meaning. And as they do, the air shifts unnaturally. A draft sweeps through the chamber, and shadows flicker where there should be none. That subtle change in the ambience sends a shiver down Alex's spine. The very essence of the chamber begins to swirl with tension, as though awakening to their presence. Then, it happens. Something ancient reacts to Alex's intrusion. The flickering shadows morph into a dark shape, undulating like smoke and whispering tales carried by the wind. An undeniable force makes its awareness known. The research has shifted from an academic pursuit into an initiation into something much more sinister. Alex has become an integral part of this story, caught in the web of history and curse that ensnares whoever seeks the truth within these walls. Heart thumping wildly, Alex steps back, chills cascading over their body. The realization washes over them like icy water, they are not merely studying this darkness, but facing it head-on. The curse, the artifact, and the haunted murals are all part of a reality that is now intertwined with Alex's own existence. The first undeniable proof that the curse is real slams into Alex. A massive mural slides open on one side, revealing a concealed compartment. Inside lies a black idol, its surface shimmering as if infused with restless energy. The idol pulsates with power, emitting a subtle vibration that resonates through the air. Fear grips Alex. What have they awakened? Do they truly have the strength to escape the grasp of this ancient curse? The feeling of entrapment reinforces as the shadows stretch deeper, encroaching upon them, hinting at an unseen presence lurking and judging every move. Alex's feet feel glued to the ground as breathless panic closes in. The earlier excitement has been eclipsed by the dark reality of what lies ahead. They must make a quick decision, grab the idol and plunge deeper into this mystery or flee before the curse can lay its claim. The dread fills the chamber, enveloping their thoughts. Yet, amid the panic, a flicker of determination ignites within Alex. Their thirst for knowledge outweighs the fear that threatens to engulf them. To turn back now feels like a betrayal of everything they have worked for. The journey, once fueled by curiosity alone, transforms into a clash for survival against hidden forces. The shadows whisper an ancient warning, and now the true challenge reveals itself. This is the moment that will reshape Alex's destiny forever, setting in motion a series of events that will test their very soul. In the heart of the chamber, as darkness threatens to close in on Alex Parker, a voice cuts through the tension. It is Jordan, Alex's trusted ally, a seasoned researcher who has accompanied them on this journey. Jordan's eyes carry a grave weight, revealing that they have known far more than they let on. Shaken but determined, Alex demands to know why Jordan hadn't shared this critical information sooner. With a deep sigh, Jordan reveals the truth, a chilling secret they have hidden due to fear of the curse's power. I didn't tell you before because I was afraid of what it could mean. The curse wasn't just a warning against grave robbers, it was meant to keep something sealed away, something very dangerous. The echoes of those words reverberate within the chamber, igniting a raw sense of urgency in Alex's heart. Jordan explains that the ancient legends spoke of a creature destined to awaken if the curse was disturbed. This being, according to multiple accounts passed down through generations, was said to consume the life force of anything around it. Its ancient power was what the curse intended to contain, binding it deep within the earth. With the discovery of the sealed chamber and the idol now resting in Alex's possession, they might have unleashed this entity's dark potential. The realization sinks in like a stone in a deep lake. Alex's pursuit of truth could have unleashed a terror upon the world. Simultaneously, the supernatural disturbances escalate beyond the confines of the archaeological site. Vibrations ripple through the air relentlessly, and eerie occurrences plague Alex wherever they go. Shadows flit at the edges of vision like predators lingering just out of sight, and disturbing images dance in the corners of their mind, any semblance of safety slipping through their fingers. Friends and colleagues nearby become uneasy, casting wary glances around the room. People start reporting odd sensations, sudden chills, and the uneasy feeling that they are no longer alone. An overwhelming sensation of dread courses through Alex as they correlate the rise in disturbances with each step taken further into this ancient mystery. The little victories, decoding texts and cherishing artifacts, seem overshadowed by grim possibilities. They have unknowingly set something sinister in motion. Faced with these startling truths and the consequences of their actions, Alex reaches a breaking point. Questions whirl like a storm: can they fix this? Is there still a chance to contain the unleashed terror? The burden of responsibility now weighs heavily on their shoulders. A moment of insight pierces through the cacophony of fear. Perhaps there is still a way to mitigate the fallout. Alex's heart quickens with hope, ignited by the idea of using the very knowledge gained from their research. As the flickering shadows seem to draw closer, becoming ever more tangible, Alex knows that this battle is not just against the curse or the unknown entity it guards, it is a fight for their own survival and the safety of those around them. They must dig deep, rely on their growing insights and bond with understanding allies, and channel their determination to face the challenge head-on. It is time to reclaim what has been disturbed and confront whatever darkness lurks in the depths of the true curse. The road ahead may be fraught with peril, but perhaps the journey can guide them toward a light of resolution, if only they have the courage to confront it. With no way to undo what's been unleashed, Alex Parker confronts the full force of the ancient curse. A deep rumbling fills the burial site, shaking the earth around them. Dust and debris rain from the ceiling, and the walls begin to crack, signaling a terrifying implosion of centuries-old stone. As uncertainty and panic swell within, Alex feels an intense weight pressed down, an impending doom that feels personal. From the encroaching darkness, shadowy figures emerge, twisted forms flickering in and out of existence. Are they spirits of the long dead, memories clinging to the past, or something more malevolent? Faces half-formed move with a desperate energy, their eyes glinting with longing or perhaps rage. Whispers crash against Alex's ears like waves, pleading and warning in a chorus of terror. Every instinct screams for retreat, yet something within urges a closer examination. As the malevolent force in the chamber intensifies, Alex recognizes they are at a turning point. The very foundation of what they have chased is crumbling, both literally and figuratively. In that moment, fierce clarity washes over them. They can no longer just search for knowledge. They must either confront this awakened terror or flee and carry the weight of the consequences forever. The choice looms heavily before Alex, attempting to contain the unleashed force, risking their own life with the uncertain power coursing through the chamber, or fleeing and living with the guilt of what their curiosity disturbed. As dust swirls, and figures loom larger, the pressure presses against Alex's chest. Taking a deep breath, they recall all that they have learned from the ancient texts, the clues hidden in the murals, and the ominous warnings that were disregarded. A tingle of determination fills Alex. The shadows of the past hold power, and if they can channel that knowledge, perhaps they can bind what has been released. A wild plan forms, daring yet full of hope. With resolve, Alex moves to the ancient idol, feeling the thick energy swirling around it. They focus their thoughts and try to draw upon the symbols they learned, forming them in their mind. As they press their palm against the idol, the temperature shifts, sending a jolt of warmth coursing through them. But at that moment, a dreadful roar echoes around the chamber, an unseen force lashes out, displacing air and nearly knocking Alex off balance. In that final terrifying moment, the ground beneath begins to collapse further, fragments raining down. The shadowy figures swirl erratically, caught in a vortex of darkness that seems both alive and angry. Alex realizes the terrible price that lies ahead. To subdue this awakened entity may require a sacrifice far greater than they anticipated. The perilous whispers rise to a fever pitch, urging them to reconsider. With everything hanging in the balance and danger closing in, Alex must put everything on the line, emerging as both researcher and guardian facing chaos. This is their moment of truth. As Alex steals their heart and channels everything they learned, the course of fate hangs in the balance. The shadows grow closer, their tortured cries piercing the air. With one final, gut-wrenching decision made, Alex takes a bold step forward, ready to face the depths of their own courage and challenge the curse, shaped by determination and a fierce hope for redemption. The exhilarating surge of energy clashes with the enticement of darkness, sealing their fate as the chamber seems to tremble with the impending consequences of their actions. Emerging from the darkness of the tomb, Alex Parker feels the weight of survival on their shoulders, yet something intangible has changed. The air outside tastes different, but even the light of day does little to wash away the shadows clinging to their mind. Though Alex breathes, walks, and talks like any other person, they are not the same spirit that entered the ancient burial site. As the days slip by, the curse that once lay dormant throughout centuries lingers, trailing behind like an unwanted shadow. Haunting visions intrude upon Alex's waking hours, indistinct figures flit at the edges of their sight, and whispers haunt quiet moments like echoes of a distant memory. The strange occurrences multiply, the hum of electricity in the air intensifies, and objects seem to shift location on their own, unexplainable forces challenging any notion of reality. An unshakable feeling of being watched descends, an oppressive presence that wraps around them like a heavy cloak. Even those who witnessed the events in the tomb feel the touch of the curse. Friends and colleagues report personal disturbances in their lives, phantom footsteps echoing in their hallways at night, strange messages appearing on their devices, dreams filled with shadows and whispers from the tomb. With every interaction, the web of darkness expands, dragging more lives into its unyielding grip. Realizing this bond won't simply fade, Alex feels a swell of anxiety. Attempts to destroy documents and erase evidence of what happened become futile gestures, pages burn but leave unscathed impressions in the air, while recorded memories buzz with energy. The truth refuses to be suppressed. It seems that knowledge, a bitter pill, has taken root within them. The realization hits hard when Alex returns to their workspace, determined to sever ties with the unsettling past. As the sunlight filters through the window, casting patterns on the floor, Alex stares at their research materials strewn about. A particular book catches their eye, the ancient manuscript that first led them down this treacherous path. It rests open, an aura surrounding it, pulling Alex closer. Each inscription glints with persistent energy, and there is an unmistakable sign. The words form patterns and scrawl messages that seem meant for Alex alone. They see a name of someone who has been entangled in their journey, a person from the tomb who has yet to find peace. The first clear sign that Alex can never truly escape resurfaces. A familiar sound, a name, or even the brush of a scent from that hidden chamber brings a chill sweeping through them. As memories flood back, it becomes undeniable, they weren't simply seekers of knowledge but part of an intricate narrative that those who have faced this curse can never break free from. It is as if the shadows of the tomb stretch into every corner of Alex's life, reshaping their world. Dread takes root, intertwining with guilt and longing. They wanted to reveal the mystery, to be the hero of their own story, but have instead uncovered a hidden reality far more complex. This journey has changed their fate. Somehow, they must learn to live with the power they have awakened, understanding that the past lingers in every moment. In this aftermath, as Alex grapples with the sights and sounds that will not cease, a new clarity begins to form, a realization that the bond they forged with the curse might also create a stepping stone toward redemption, if only they can navigate the haunting path forward. Control may never fully be theirs again, but Alex is determined to seek a way toward understanding, intent on exploring the world shaped by both knowledge and consequence. Desperate for a solution, Alex Parker finds themselves drawn to the whispers of forbidden knowledge. As haunting visions invade everyday life, they scour every text, poring over ancient manuscripts and scrolls for any hint of a way to counteract the terrible curse. The weight of the lingering darkness urges Alex deeper into the realm of shadowy legends that warn of rituals capable of balancing the scales, yet, like many things, these rites come with a steep cost. Through long nights of painstaking research, Alex uncovers fragments of hope buried amid overwhelming dread. The legends tell of a specific ritual that might cleanse away the curse's grip. But according to the ancient texts, the price is daunting. The ritual requires a personal sacrifice, a piece of oneself offered to restore harmony and banish the malign energy encircling them. The enormity of this threat reminds Alex how intertwined their fate has become with the curse. Torn between fear and determination, Alex wrestles with that central question: what are they willing to give? In the depths of their soul, the earlier betrayals surface. Trust had been shattered when Jordan had kept vital information hidden. Alex's sense of betrayal still echoes within. The idea creeps in that perhaps Jordan, or another familiar figure, holds the final piece of the puzzle, the missing key to performing the ritual properly. It becomes evident that reconciling past mistakes may be part of this journey. The echoes of the tomb grow louder, reminding Alex of the choices made, the lines crossed, and the sacrifices required. A sense of urgency propels them forward, urging them to confront lingering connections to those around them. They must decide whether to confront the very source of past pain to reclaim their fate or to tread carefully while risking everything. The decision lingers like a suspended breath. One moonlit evening, Alex meets with Jordan, mustering the courage to voice their fears and frustrations. A quiet tension fills the space between them. In an honest moment, they reveal the truths unearthed and the need for all pieces to be laid bare. Jordan listens closely, an unusual look in their eyes, remorse, understanding, and perhaps something deeper. In this moment of raw honesty, Alex learns that Jordan didn't hide the truth out of fear but rather out of concern for the dangers facing them in the tomb. They reveal knowledge about the personal sacrifice required for the ritual. The essence of the one performing it must resonate with the curse to expel it. In turn, Jordan hints towards a personal connection to the shadowy entity that might bind them together, suggesting a greater bond than they originally understood. Faced with a turning point, Alex contemplates their choices. Would it demand relinquishing something fundamental, testing their very essence? The fear of losing a part of themselves overwhelms. However, after deep reflection, Alex acknowledges that confronting pain is a necessary part of healing. Unraveling the past may well pave the way for a brighter future. Ultimately, the decision looms. Will they go through with the ritual, with all its risks, knowing that the price might reach into the depths of their spirit? Or do they turn away, allowing the darkness to seep further into their life? The final clarity strikes like lightning. The pursuit of redemption carries inherent risks, but the chance for freedom glimmers just on the horizon. With thoughts racing, a steady hand reaches out for the resolve that beckons in tandem with stubborn hope, inching closer to embracing both sacrifice and courage in a convoluted dance with destiny. After much internal struggle, Alex Parker has made their choice, standing resolutely amid the ancient chamber once more. The echoes of the past reverberate in their mind, each whisper a testament to the perilous journey they've undertaken. In that moment, Alex knows what must be done to confront the curse head-on, willing to confront the unknown and relinquish what is necessary for a chance at liberation. With every incantation spoken and shadows banished, a shift occurs, a flicker of light cuts through the oppressive darkness. The air crackles with tension, as though the very fabric of reality is bending to the power of the ritual. With a final surge of energy, Alex feels the curse recoil, a tumultuous force withdrawing under the weight of their resolve. The ancient shadows recede, but not without a final throaty wail echoing in the air, an ominous reminder of the power once held. As the dust settles, a change sweeps across the burial site. The oppressive weight lifts, and the atmosphere shifts, transforming into one of uneasy calm. In that stillness, it becomes apparent that the curse has been altered. Though liberated, it no longer holds the same power over Alex or the world at large, now lingering as an unsolved mystery that remains both eerie and captivating. Navigating the aftermath, Alex steps out into the world, illuminated by the soft glow of dawn breaking through the horizon. While they survived, the experience has left indelible marks on their spirit. Their heart now bears traces of courage, resilience, and a deeper understanding of the shadows that linger beyond mere story. Where fear once ruled, there now exists a fierce optimism, a glimmer of hope intertwined with wisdom gained about the profound forces that govern life and death. Each encounter with others carries a fresh perspective. Colleagues who once laughed off such superstitions now view Alex as a harbinger of possibility. Bugged by the untamed shadows in their own lives, they find themselves drawn to Alex's experiences, hoping to uncover their own truths entwined deeply in the strange labyrinth of human existence. However, like a riddle left unsolved, the spectral remnants of the curse linger like an unspoken haunting, pulling quietly at the edges of their reality. If the curse has been chloroformed, it has transformed into a lingering mystery that may continue to beckon future adventurers, those driven by a reckless thirst for knowledge. Will they be warned? Or will they push past thoughtful caution like Alex once did, sinking into shadows that await the promise of disruption? As Alex gazes out at the vast landscape, split between shadow and light, a subtle feeling of dread tugs at their consciousness, a realization that while the air may feel light and free from the curse's grip, something shifts beneath the surface. An unsettling sense that the curse is no longer a living shadow, but rather has morphed into an unspeakable consequence, a part of the fabric of nature itself. The final scene paints a haunting tableau as laughter fades and understanding takes hold. The lingering question remains, has the powerful darkness been truly banished, or has it evolved to dwell within the very hearts of those who have danced too close to its flames and returned forever changed? As the shadows drift just out of sight and the unanswered echoes linger, Alex finally understands that wisdom lies not solely in recognition of the dark, but also in embracing the light born from experiences near the abyss. The journey is not over, it is merely a new beginning riding on the edge of the unknown.